we're going to be having the sounds of Keznamdi, a great artist, okay, that always produces lots of great and different vibes of music. So coming in now is the sounds of Keznamdi. How are you doing, sir? Are you good?
Give thanks. Glad to be a part of the show, you know.
Anytime. We've done it once before. Why not do it again?
Yeah, man, I'm going to do it again, too.
Yeah, man, for real. So, those who just hearing about you, I don't know how, but are just hearing about you now, explain Keznamdi, explain what you do.
Well, you know, we make music, you know, like, that's it, you know, there's no real science to it, you know, we just make music in our rooms and lick small rooms and hope to get it as far as we can, you know. We come from Jamaica, and I think nowadays when people ask you, like, what kind of genre of music you make, I think it's a little bit harder to say that these days, because it's just everybody's genre bending these days, because of the globalization. I feel like a lot more people are more connected and more, and then because of the internet, culture is more accessible to everyone, no matter where you are in the world. It's not like back in the day when you used to play country as your genre of music. You play country, or you play R&B, or you play reggae, and it was strictly that. And I feel like I feel like that's what's happening right now. It's a very special time, you know, for music, where there are a lot of new genres being created and we don't even know it. You know, we don't even know the name of it yet. But yeah, we make music and, you know, we try to inspire and uplift through music. And that's what we do.
So one of the projects that I really want to talk about is BLOODLINE. Let's just kick it straight off. Tell us about BLOODLINE.
Yeah, man. BLOODLINE is a very special body of work for me. Okay. It's my first project, first album, official album, you know.
Yeah.
We've dropped small projects in the past, but this is the first time that we drop our debut album, you know. And it's an 11-track project. We have 4 featured guest artists on it. We have the first one, who is on track number 2, called Justice.
Yeah.
His name is Errol Edwards. And he's an artist that come from the area where me live and grew up in Jamaica, up at Skyline Drive. And, you know, that one was a special track, but that one turned out, and it was a great combination to know that the two of us come from the same place and thing, you know.
Definitely.
Second collaboration that we have on it is with an upcoming artist in Jamaica and Powerful Things in Jamaica right now with his EP.
Yeah.
And he was a guest appearance on the project. Then we also had the Great Chronics on it as well with the song Victory.
Yeah.
And then we had the Big Bad Tory with City Lock. So, yeah, man, it's a nice basket of fruits, and, you know, like, again, you know, I feel like it's a very, it's a good mixture of culture on this project, you know, where you can hear a lot of different sounds and different soundscaping on it, where it coming from all different parts of the world, jumbled up into one project very cohesively and nicely, you know. So yeah, that's the BLOODLINE project, you know.
Wow, we have more questions. So the first time I ever properly heard of yourself was when you did the collaboration with Chronix, Victory. And it was such a great collaboration, but it was, like you said before, like so many different styles, so many different genres into one piece. So how did you come up with who you're going to collab with for this particular project?
Well, you know, a lot of these things, you know, the way I move in life is not really like a plan thing, you know. It's not like me sit down and I'm say, all right, January this or March this is when we're going to drop the album, and then this song is going to have this artist on it.
Yeah.
Funny enough, the Chronix one was written and it was really a demo.
Okay.
I called Chronics into the studio to demo a song for Jackyur at the time. And at the time when we were doing those songs, we were buzzing up the airways and stuff, but we weren't really as known as we are like how we are now, when me and Chronics did that song. And at that time, I was saying like, yo, boy, I wanna make sure I say that song really sound good when we play for Jackyur,
Wow.
He came in and demoed the song for me and put his greatness on it as well. Took the chorus and the whole vibes to a whole nother level than what I originally had. And I remember him leaving the studio and he was saying that if Jackyur didn't really sing on it, leave him voice on it. And then it turned out as weeks passed, it never really happened.
Yeah.
And then I call him back and I tell him, say, yo, I really hear a voice you're using. And then I remember he was calling me in the studio and he was saying, yo, me want to know about his part. The fact that now it's officially going to be on the project. And then, I told him that's impossible. The vibe and the feeling of what we have right now is, I don't want to change that, So really and truly, the Victor is really a demo. The version that we have out is not really like official recording that we did. It was really just a little demo,
Okay.
And that was really how Victory came out. Same thing with the song with me and Martima. Martima was just a youth who we both respected each other's art for a very long time, and we always talked about getting in the studio together. And he actually lives near where I come from.
Okay.
And that's kind of, he moved near where I come from. And that's kind of what made the title track, Bloodline, that song, that's how it came about, is because he moved closer. And then we just picking up one day and we go up in the studio and we recorded that, harmonies, everything in one day,
Yeah.
And then Tory Lanez, now that one was a little bit different because, Tory Lanez is a big international super act, and it was a little bit way more far-fetched for me because it was totally out of the scene that I was in, and But I remember like we recorded that like 3 years ago before Tory he was a very big artist and he would have hits, but at that time wasn't as big as he is now,
Yeah.
And I got that connect through Sean Kingston's brother.
Okay.
Knew Tory Lanez really well because Tory was signed to Sean Kingston's label before he was a big bad Tory Lanez, And that's kind of how that song got connected.
Wow.
So the features was just, all of them were really unplanned and just very spontaneous,
Yeah. Is it better like that, to be spontaneous than to plan?
Yeah, it's nice when the melody tells the story,
Yeah.
It's nice when that's, I try to do that as much as possible. Even like putting out the album and when we're sitting together as a team and we're discussing, how we're going to roll this out and how we're going to really, get this the most ears possible.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times it's really just a melody. Just really take it there, and you could have a big marketing plan. Like even when I was telling my team, it's the same thing. We had a big plan that we're gonna do this and that, and look at what's happening in the world now,
Yeah. Wow.
And that kind of did put everything on pause. But at the end of the day, the melody is still telling the story because people sharing it and it's on different platforms. Every day we wake up to a next place where it's there, and it is again going back to it. It just gets into the ears who it's supposed to get to naturally, in a very organic way, which is a very beautiful process to see. And every day I wake up, and when I go online and I check the platforms and see all the people, how they respond to the music, is a very beautiful thing for me to see. Like people doing their dance videos, or them spitting verses, or just sharing it in the car, or sharing the videos with their families. Just it's very inspiring and very fun to watch as well.
Wow.
to see the reactions that of music that was sitting in your hard drive for like at least a year, you know.
For real. Wow.
So,
Okay, so why the name Bloodline?
Bloodline, though, at the time we were looking for, at the time when we found the name Bloodline, we had my daughter, the song's kind of done, and it was, you know, we were really saying, all right, this is an album, you know, like before I was actually trying to make, because before this project I released an EP called Skyline Levels Volume 1.
Yeah.
And the aim was to really make Volume 2. And I started the process of making Volume 2, and then it really evolved and became sound like an actual official album. And at the time, I never really have a name, and I was searching for names and trying to find a nice name to represent this body of work. And, you know, after recording the song with Mortimer, I felt like that song was the most influential and powerful song for these times that we're in right now, because I feel like parenting is the core of all 90% of the problems that we have on earth today in society. Where I feel like if there's a lot more love in the house and a lot more in the house, in the family, if that foundation is strong, I feel like the probability of people doing more good and positive is way more higher, because you create stronger homes, it equals to stronger communities, which create stronger nations, you know. And we're like, all right, yo, this kind of fit the vibe, and Bloodline kind of sound cool. And we say, all right, we're gonna call it Bloodline. And then I think a month or 2 months later, my Empress came to me and told me that we were actually going to start a family, and I was going to be a new father.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And it was crazy because, you know, we never really planned it like that, you know. It wasn't really like, yo, again, this big marketing plan where we're going to say, all right, Bloodline because I have a child and we're going to use it. No, it was nothing like that. It was like a month later, it was a very mystical thing for me. Like, damn, that's crazy how we came up with this name, and then this is what manifests, you know. And
wow.
And at the time, I was having a lot of different dreams and things, and it was just a very mystical time for me, you know. And yeah, that's kind of how the story of Bloodline, the title feed, come out.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so what made you say, right, now is the right time to release it? Or was that organic as well?
Well, first of all, we had this album done and finished since last year, January.
Okay.
And it was done everything, and we were putting together all the visuals and shooting the stuff, and then we just figure out it again. It wasn't really like planning. We were just kind of done now with what we needed to do. I think during the process of finishing, tightening the album and mixing, I wanted to really ensure that everything in this album I was fully okay with and fully pleased with and confident in. I feel like other projects before, other singles, other stuff that I've done in the past, there's certain things like I should have recorded that second verse over, or I should have added that harmony in the intro just for, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it would always haunt me every time I would hear it, you know. And this album was something that I never compromised that.
Okay.
Every line, every verse, every harmony, every mix, every master, every note played on it was really well thought out and went through a very critical phase before it got to the ears of the people, you know. Yeah. And yeah, wow. And then it reached that point, it was done, and the whole Corona thing now come out, because we dropped it on like the eve of the whole Corona thing, where it was like the big lockdown for everybody. Yeah. And it was a conversation like, yo, should we push it back? Should we, you know? And I felt like timing wise and topic wise, there couldn't be a better time for this, you know. So if it's ready, why hold it back? Why wait? Just because of this corona thing? No man, like at the end of the day, you know, like even though maybe inside you can't stop frequency, you know, the frequency is out there, and actually it worked out differently. I feel like it was even not in a bad way, like we're trying to capitalize on this moment, but I also feel like because people are in their homes, people are able to listen to the project and the body of work in its entirety and appreciate it more because they have a little bit more time to listen to the project way more in depth, you know. And yeah, that's kind of how the timing, it just worked with this timing, and it just everything was meant to be, you know. So really and truly, I had the album for a whole year, specifically for this time, you know, and I never know it till now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So what are you doing during this time of lockdown and quarantine?
Well, you know, every day me practice self-distancing, and because I'm always just in a studio, I'm a homebody kind of person. So
yeah.
To be honest, it don't really change up my meds or meditation that much. You know what I mean? And I try my best not to make it take over my mental space, because it's a very traumatic time right now for anybody and everybody, because all of Babylon stopped, you know, and this is the first time Babylon ever pressed pause in a them game, you know. So I think it's a very weird time for everybody because nobody knows what's going to happen next.
Sure.
But how it's affecting me the most, I would say, is that the shows, you know, like we had a full roster of shows all around the world, and you know, I was very excited and looking forward to taking the album physical to everybody and anybody all around the world, with literally to them hands, near their homes. And we never get a chance to do that right now, but at the end of the tunnel of this, all those shows are still ready and waiting, and we're just waiting for this thing to be under control, you know. So
definitely.
yeah, man, them things are normal for you, man. A regular, we're up in the bush and take ourselves back.
Yeah.
So
at the minute, who are you listening to? What kind of vibes are you listening to when you turn on your speakers?
you know, to be honest, yesterday I was listening to Kendrick Lamar's album again, To Pimp a Butterfly.
Okay.
And that was kind of the first body of work that I took up in a long while, because I'm already back in the studio working on a new album. So I'm crazy how things work out and turn out. So a lot of times when I'm working on a new album, I don't really like to listen to a lot of music, because I don't want to really influence what I'm doing, you know.
For sure.
So to be honest, I haven't really been listening to a lot of music.
Okay. So how can people hear this new album? Is it on every platform?
Yeah, man, it's on every platform. Just type in my name, Keznamdi, and you know, any platform that you prefer and you're familiar with. Once you type in that name, you should be able to find the album, you know?
For real. So is there any kind of words you would like to say to the listeners out there? Either they're new listeners and they're just hearing you for the first time, or they're big fans from you. So what would you like to say to them?
Yo, you know, if he's a big supporter, you know, we give thanks for the support over the years, and you know, I'm happy that if you're a new supporter or you're an old supporter, I'm happy that you're on this journey with me. You know, this is a musical journey where I have a little family who just following my inspiration and believe in my inspiration. And it's a journey, and we are going to try to be the best musician. That way we can give you the best music possible to make it the soundtracks for your life. And overall, just keep safe during these times, and use the album as comfort, you know what I mean, during these times. And you know, we give thanks, and we really give thanks to also for sharing this platform and sharing the music over the years. And yeah, we're happy, and it's an honor to be on the show today.
Thank you. Same for you.
More shows to go, you know.
Definitely.
So
I would love if you could do a little freestyle vibe for all of us. Would you be up for that?
A little freestyle?
Yeah, you know, like just a live thing on the air.
Them say, jam up, them say, bomb a drop in a Paris, CNN breaking news, talk lies and not true, them say, Islam shooting Jews, well, who wrong the U2 shoot the U2, can't recite the Quran, or is it the Pope that leading Christians, or is it the Queen that lead in England, what's sad, a bomb a drop bombs in a Baghdad, hundreds die, that bad, who worse, Trump or ISIS, yes, we are in a world crisis. My advice is, can't make Babylon choose your choices, because Babylon full of surprises. Them using nuclear devices. Some of them in them churches, some of them in them parties, and for them a worship in them churches, and them a bring down crosses. God blind, cheating and chatting, them attacking and investors in a disaster. I just sit and watch it, I sleep on the match on the tip of the rock of Gibraltar. The thing that I'm picking up evil and wicked with.
Yeah. Pure vibes, man, pure vibes. I just want to say to you, I appreciate the time you've taken out today. And like I said, I hope we get to meet in person one time, hopefully when quarantine's all done, yeah?
Yeah, man, we have to forward over London, Simon. It's very long and overdue that we haven't touched, because we haven't even touched Europe side yet, you know. And
wow.
It's been a thing that we feel very bad about, because we're like, because UK has always been, and Europe has always been some of the day one supporters, you know, and we really want to take the album in its entirety to the UK and Europe and give them a proper live show, you know, because usually when we've been touring, we've been doing a lot of touring over the US, and we've been doing a lot of touring in the Caribbean, and we don't really touch that side, and it's something that's it's definitely on top of the priority list, you know.
That's good, that's good. We're looking forward to seeing you. And like I said, I hope we can speak again soon. Have a good rest of the day, and I hope we hear lots more music from you.
Yeah, man, lots more, man.
Yeah, man, definitely. We'll speak again soon, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Bless up, bless. Yes, people, right here, right now, you've just heard the sounds of Keznamdi, okay? I'm going to be playing for you his new track, Bloodline, featuring Mortimer, okay? Make sure you go and support his new album. There's 11 tracks, and it's a great album, okay? Here we go, the sounds of Keznamdi featuring Mortimer.
Yes, this is Ras IJ Eternal Fire, and you're listening to DJ Kat, Coventry's premium female DJ. As so we say, keep it locked night and day. Once me make it, DJ Kat make it too. If I have money, you must have money too. The door is open, so we must walk through. Well, this is what IJ will do for me crew. DJ Kat, premium female DJ for Coventry. You see it? Keep it locked. Selassie I the first.